Hey guys, this is Sahil and welcome to this super special episode of Technical Saturday series where we are going to discuss about how do we actually trade into cup pattern stocks. And this is one of the most important strategy when it comes to income generation, as well as this is something which does not require your active screen time as well, because this was one of the most, or you can consider asked request by a lot of community members of the Achievers Club that you should also post this particular strategy on YouTube for free. So I thought let's just do this. And I know that we are in between the 7-step analysis, that is price, pattern, volume, momentum, volatility, although time and sentiment are yet to be discussed, which I'll definitely cover up into upcoming videos. And in the last video, we also discussed about how do we actually implement the first 5 steps out of 7-step analysis. And in this particular video, I'm going to go in depth of how do we actually filter out the stocks which are based on a cup pattern strategy, and how do we actually trade into it. What is neckline, what is like resolution point itself, what is the exact entry price, what is the exact stop loss, what can be our potential target 1, 2 and 3. That's what I'm going to discuss further into this particular episode. So ensure that you're watching this particular video till the end, and let's begin on screen itself on how do we actually filter out those stocks. So I hope that on screen you are able to see the stock name, that is GAIL, that is GAIL India. And let me quickly open up the monthly time frame, because in order to apply this particular strategy, that is a cup pattern strategy, you have to actually go for monthly time frame, based on which we have to go for a cup stock, which is also usually, if you look up at any of the cup, it is in this kind of shape. And there are a lot of influencers, those who mention that cup and handle, but in our community we usually follow this condition that it should only be a cup where the time frame of that particular cup should be minimum 5 years, which means the cup which is being formed, as you can see on screen, since 2018 mid till 2023, almost 6 years span, almost 5 to 6 years span. And from this point of time, this particular stock is yet to break out of this particular zone, which means at this point of time, this is the stock which is the potential stock based on cup strategy. Although at this point of time we don't require RSI, and we don't even need Bollinger Bands as well. We only need price action, and we only need volume, based on which we can determine whether that particular cup pattern stock can be traded or not. So the rule number one in order to trade into cup stocks is that we have to go for the stock where the time frame of that cup is 5 years or more than that, because longer the cup, stronger the move. I'll repeat it again. Longer the cup, stronger the move. And as long as the cup is being formed 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, some of the cups, because in upcoming session itself, like in this particular video itself, I'll be sharing one more example where that particular cup is being formed from years and years, and that particular stock has also been traded into our community as well. So let's discuss about what is it all about. So at this point of time, you can see that if you look up at the resistance, the previous resistance which was being formed, that was almost around the price of, let me just check here. All right. So high which was being formed, the previous high of this particular stock is 133.5, which 133.15, which means this becomes our neckline. And the rules in order to execute this particular strategy is as simple as that. Let me just write here. Yes. So entry price is going to be the entry price. The rule for the entry price is going to be RP, means resolution price, the resolution point or the neckline, whatever you call, plus 4%, which means in this particular case it will be 133.15. And right now I'll not be doing the exact calculation of what it is all about. And the initial stop loss which we have to keep, that will be a resolution point, or you call it as neckline, minus 2%. That is going to be minus 2%. That is going to be minus 2%. This is how the actual strategy is being applied. And why do we actually keep this filter of 4% and 2%? Is that until and unless that particular stock, let's consider if it breaks out of 133, it goes till 134, 135. But what if from that point of time it gives false breakout and it returns back from that point of time? So to ensure this particular thing, that is why we apply the filter of 4%, that if this particular stock goes beyond 4% above that particular resolution point or neckline, then we can actually initiate our buying price. So this is how the actual entry price is going to be. Entry price equals to 133.15 plus 4%, and our stop loss is going to be resolution point minus 2%, which is 133. 0.15 minus 2%, although this particular trade is yet to come up because it has not broken out of that particular zone. And a lot of people also keep asking me that what can be the potential target for it. So let me just give you the potential target here itself. So target one based on this particular strategy itself is going to be target one is equals to entry price plus 10%, where we are keeping the initial risk of 6%. Why? Because above the resolution point, we are keeping 4%. We are waiting for 4% to move on the upper side. And our initial stop loss is going to be 2%, like resolution point minus 2%. So overall risk which we are keeping for this particular trade becomes 6%. So for that point of time, we can keep the potential targets for 10%, and the potential target 2, that is, yes, target 2 comes to entry price plus 20%, and target 3 comes to almost entry price plus 30%. This is as simple as that. And I hope that this particular concept is also clear to you, where our entry price is going to be 133.15 plus 4%, because this particular zone is yet to come. And once it breaks out of this particular area of 133.15 and it goes beyond that, that is, even you can do the calculation as well, 133.15, that becomes our actual entry price based on actual system, because we primarily focus upon system. Even if you look up at a lot of systems and strategies, we can buy this particular trade for the short term trend as well, but until and unless that particular resistance has been broken out, we have this fear into our mind that it can resist at this point of time, it can resist and it can turn around from that point of time. So the best practice which we can do for these kind of stocks where we are having immediate resistance on the upper side is to wait for further confirmation for that particular cup to break out, so that we can actually execute the trade, right? And let me quickly share with you one more example at this point of time, that is NTPC, where this particular stock is having like a resolution point since last so many years. If you look up at the cup, then this is the cup which is being formed since 2007, and it's been almost 13 to 15 years. It's been almost 13 to 15 years that this particular cup is being formed. And from that point of time, if we look up at the resolution point of this price, this particular stock, then the high was 222. Now the strategy is going to be as simple as that. The entry price is going to be 222 plus 4%, where we have to actually enter the trade, and the initial stop loss is going to be resolution point, that is 222 minus 2%, where we can actually initiate the trade with 6% as our initial stop loss, and our potential reward can be like the entry price plus 10%, 20%, and 30%. Although this is like the initial of it, and in furthermore videos, maybe I'll be discussing further about how do we actually go in depth of this particular strategy itself, because there are different variations where we can keep trailing our stop losses. And one more single nugget which I want to share at this point of time is that as and when we initiate our entry price, as and when we initiate our trade, once we reach target one, before reaching that particular target, we are having initial risk of 6%. But when that particular stock reaches the target one, we have to change the stop loss to our entry price. Previously, we are having initial risk of 6%, but when it reaches target one, then we have to keep our initial stop loss to the entry price. And when it reaches target two, we have to change the stop loss of furthermore position to target one itself, which means this particular area, that is entry price plus 10%, that is going to be our trailing stop loss. Similarly, as and when this particular stock moves on the upper side, we have to change the stop loss. Like when it reaches target 3, we have to change the stop loss to target 2 itself, where we are not risking our own capital, we are trading with market money itself. And as and when the targets get achieved, at target 1 we have to exit our 33% position, at target 2 we have to exit more 33% positions, and at target 3 we can exit all of our positions. Or there is advanced concept of it as well, where we can even wait for target 4, target 5, and so on, and we can keep trailing our stop losses as well. So let me quickly take you to the overall overlook, like how do we actually execute the trade, because this is like the monthly time frame, and we can't actually execute the trade just based on monthly time frame, that is the long term trend. So if we look up at weekly time frame, then on weekly time frame as well, and at this point of time, even you can apply like Bollinger Bands and RSI as well. But as of now, let's just keep it simple. On weekly time frame as well, it is giving proper candle formation. Frequency of green candles is very good as compared to red candles. Volume is also increasing, which is also a very good sign. And if you look up at daily time frame, then you'll be able to observe this one single thing, that at the resistance, this particular stock was actually taking a halt. And as I already mentioned previously itself into this particular video, that resistance is the resistance until it's broken. So until and unless this particular resistance is being broken out, we should not initiate our trades. And even if you look up at these two lines, then you'll be able to observe, like, let me be honest at this point of time, that in our community we are having this particular challenge, like 10 days live trading challenge, where we actually initiated our smaller positions at the price of 238 with a stop loss of 4 rupees only, that is 230 yes, 238 with a stop loss of 234. 4 rupees was the initial risk which we took for this particular trade, and this is like a swing trade. Right now, as I mentioned, on the monthly time frame, we are able to observe that this is like a cup stock where we can actually hold it and we can actually create multi-bagger results for ourselves. But at this point of time, we executed this particular trade based on our system 3 advance as well, where we kept very small risk. With a very small quantity, we initiated this particular trade, and as and when this particular trade will move forward on the upper side, we will keep changing the stop loss and we will keep trailing our profits as well. This is one of the strategy, and the another strategy is what I explained, that is cup strategy itself, where the entry price is going to be 222 plus 4%, and 222 minus 2%, that is going to be our initial stop loss. So 6% becomes the initial risk, and from that point of time, we can keep aspiring for 10%, 20%, and 30% on the upper side in terms of our potential rewards. And this can also happen. Let me give you a quick disclaimer. This can also happen that at the point of we entering into this particular stock, maybe it can give like a downfall, and once again it can test and retest the support zone which is being formed. Like, this is the previous resistance, right? Maybe from this point of time, this particular stock can again come back on the downside and it can form a support where it can become change in polarity. The previous resistance can become support, and from that point of time it can again bounce back, and we will have to re-enter at that point of time as well, right? So I hope that this particular concept is clear to you, and ensure that you're watching this particular video twice, thrice, so that you can understand every single concept in depth, because I know I actually, like, to be honest, I actually explained two strategies into this, that is like system 3 and system 3 for advanced. That was one which I was not willing to share at this point of time, and I actually shared the cup pattern strategy, and I hope that you are absolutely clear on it. And in upcoming videos, I'll be definitely sharing about what is time, what is sentiment, and how do we actually go about another tools as well, like Fibonacci. Then we have moving average, and then we have another tools as well with which you can kickstart your journey, and you don't need many more tools in order to execute the trades and trades as well. And ensure that you are posting your biggest takeaways below this particular video, and looking forward to see you in tomorrow's video, where I'll be doing the overall analysis of the marketplace, that is called as weekly mastermind. And if you're someone who is new to our YouTube channel, ensure that you are liking this particular video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that we can grow our audience and we can complete our mission as well. And ensure that you are also being a part of our mission, and the mission statement might also be mentioned on our YouTube channel. And looking forward to see you tomorrow in weekly mastermind session. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.